Okay, well, that's not. So what's up, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Yesterday was a big day. Yesterday was the first time that our llamas got sheared. So you see, I was really gonna try and film it, but if you've been in East Texas this past 2.5 weeks, you know, every day for the last 2.5 weeks, it's been raining, and not just a little bit of rain, a lot of rain, including yesterday and the day before that and the day before that. So it's been kind of tough. We've gotten over 20 inches of rain in the last 2 weeks, probably more like 20. I think the last time I calculated it was like 26 inches of rain on our rain gauges. It's been nuts. But with that being said, I didn't get a chance to film the shearing. We had some pros come out and do it because I have no idea what I'm doing when it comes to this shearing. Now I kind of do. Why? Because I had the pros come do it first. See, had them come out, had the llamas in the barn ready to go for them, but it was just pouring rain, and as soon as they got here, there was a big old thunderstorm, a big cell moved through, and in the hour that they were here, we got like almost 2 inches of rain. I mean, it was the worst that it's been. Just figures, right? So what we actually had to do is we actually had to shear them inside the barn. We had to just throw together a little makeshift thing. I wanted to do it in the corrals, but we had to do it inside the barn. But both Elvis and Littlefoot did a lot better than even I expected them to. Elvis has, I think, been sheared once. Littlefoot's never been sheared before because he's just too young and never had to, you know, take off his first coat. So I thought it was going to be more of an experience. I mean, I got in there and helped a little bit, held them down. It's interesting to see how they work. Next year, I might try it myself. I might try handling it myself because it seemed like not easy, but it's something I feel like I can do. You had to, you know, they held them by the ears. That's how they kind of controlled them. They put a halter on them, and then they held them by the ears while the other person sheared. And if I had some help, I think I could do it. I mean, I don't recommend people to try and do it the first time off. I've obviously never done it before, but it's something that I feel like I can try and do next year, and think it'd be kind of fun to do, especially since we're getting some alpacas really soon. But now we have one last thing to do with them now that it's a sunny day. Now it's a sunny day, we have one last thing to do with them, and let me show you what this is. Alright, so since the llamas got sheared yesterday, the lady that sheared them, very nice lady, told me that Littlefoot back there, the white one, needs a little something. And that's this. This is cornstarch. I'll explain to you why. See, after the llamas are sheared, you throw a little bit of cornstarch on them, and then after about 2 weeks, that's when you process them, so their meat will be just a little bit more juicy. I'm totally kidding right now, by the way. His skin's pink. We're not processing these guys. I don't know if alpaca or llama meat's anything. His skin's pink, so this is gonna act like a little bit of a sunblock or a sunscreen. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take it out and throw it on him. So this should be interesting. That is the weirdest thing that I've done on the farm by far. And here they are. Man, are they funny looking now. They are funny looking. But they did a great job. Looked like they got full of powdered sugar, or they are, you know, drug llamas or something like that. I should name one of the next llamas that we have to do the cornstarch to Pablo Escobar. But that should help him big time in the summertime, just so his hair starts growing back a little bit and he has got a lot more protection from the sun. We do have a lot of shade in all the paddocks that we move him to with the cows. Now they're reunited with the cows, by the way. So they should be okay, but I don't want him to go take a nap out in the sun and then wake up with the sunburn, because that would suck. If any of you done that at the beach before, it's not fun. And then, you know, it's not like I can go out in the field and get the sunblock and rub it on him or something. This just gives him a little bit of a protection, just so his hair grows up a little bit more. But now the question is, what are we gonna do with the fiber? It's called fleece. It's not called wool. I thought it was called wool, but it's actually called fleece. What we're gonna do, right now it's drying in the shop, but after that we're gonna send it off to a mill and have it spun into yarn. And then if any of you are interested in really nice llama yarn, you know, they have really nice nice fleece. Actually, they have above average llama fleece, I've been told. So if anybody's interested in Elvis and Littlefoot's yarn and wants to go make a sweater or something with it, hopefully in the next few weeks we're gonna have some available. If that's something that you're actually really interested in, send us a DM or a private message on Facebook or a DM on Instagram. We do have our email listed in the back end of the channel. It's not going to be for sale yet because, you know, just want to get it done first. But yeah, I think that'd be really cool. I want to see somebody's going to go make a sweater out of it, and I think it'd be really cool to see, hey, that was Elvis and Littlefoot. And we got quite a bit of fleece off of them. We got probably close to 10 pounds each. So they needed to be sheared. They needed to be sheared, and I don't know, I think it's cool that, you know, with cotton you have to go harvest the cotton, you have to plant it, pick it, the whole 9 yards, and usually it's just a monoculture of cotton. With the llama and soon to be alpaca fleece that we're going to producing, something that, you know, they turn grass into, you know, possibly sweaters, scarves, rugs, you know, it's reusable. It's not like, you know, we have to butcher them in order to harvest their fleece. You know, they have, you know, maybe half an hour of a stressful time a year, which is not too bad, and they get to turn our amazing grass into clothes. It's producing clothes in a regenerative way rather than doing cotton the way most people do it, just tilling up the ground and, you know, losing topsoil like crazy. And the great thing about it is that the llama and alpaca manure, oh my gosh, it's even better than the cow manure for the ground. So stuff's going to grow back even stronger there. It's like a cold manure. A lot of people use it in their gardens. But I was actually really surprised to see how not stressful it was for them. You know, when we released them from the halters, I thought they would just run out of the barn really scared, trying to get away from us. They just kind of moseyed around, looked around, smelled their fleece that we had in the bags, looked at us, and then they kind of just walked out of the barn. You know, if they were really scared, if they were really stressed, they would have just flown out after they got released. But now that we've had the llamas 6 months, we've gone over winter with them, we made it to their shearing, I love them. I really do love them. If the alpacas are just as easy, hopefully they are. I heard they're kind of stupid, and they're just not as smart as llamas. Llamas, check this out. Llamas, the shearers were telling me, they have a red van. And when they came to the farm in their red van, and they shear for people all over Texas. They do like 400 different llamas or 400 different farms. Anyways, they're really busy. And when they go to somebody's farm that they've been to already, and then when they go to somebody's farm and the llamas they have go through a little bit of a stressful experience, and they see that red van pull up the next year, not just, you know, 3 months later, not 2 months later, not a week later, the next year, they take off running because they remember the red van. They are able to associate that red van with the shearing. I just think it's kind of crazy that they'd remember that. I knew they were smart. I didn't realize how smart they are. You know, I'm able to call them, I'm able to move them. They move faster than the cows, and they're just easy. I would say they're easier than the cows, which is kind of crazy about how easy the cows are. But really easy, and I'm really considering, hey, you know what? Let's go farther with the llamas. See how the fleece business does. See if, you know, if it's profitable, because it has to be profitable, because this is a business and it has to be worth our time. But for how easy they are, hey, we might, you know, if we sell enough yarn, and llama yarn, not just alpaca yarn, llama yarn, let's go get some more alpacas. I'm ready for it. I like them. I'm all good with them. Super easy keepers, and they just kind of do their own thing. There they go. There they go. They're just rustling. I guess you do have to get them. It's called gelded, like a horse. You know, castrated after they're, you know, 4 or 5, or else they do get a little bit too aggressive, and especially when they're around females. But these two right now, they're just playing. They're not hurting each other. Elvis is just being boss. There they go. Really, guys? Okay, I'm breaking it up. You guys need to stop. You guys are too hyper. Okay? Hey. 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 You guys want your balls cut off sooner rather than later? Okay, well, that's not... Rose doesn't like it. Rose, she, side note, is super protective over... That's not her calf, by the way. That's Skywalker. That's Dolly's calf. But she's always with it. She's always around it. And I think she's in heat, actually. That might be what it is. Because look at this. There's Jordan, our bull. Ooh, come on, let's see it. Okay, yeah. Okay, get in there, dude. Okay, well, we're not keeping this PG-13. And here's the end result. We have a ton a ton of fleece, and it's super, I mean, like, oh my gosh, soft. Elvis came out to be a little more brown than I thought he was, actually. Like, his undercoat came out to be a little bit more brown. I thought he was pure black, but still really pretty. This is going to turn into all white. You know, it's sturdy from him wearing it for, you know, however long he was. Well, really since he was born. So we're going to take this. We're going to take this to the mill, have it spun up, and if it turns out to be really nice, we're going to sell it. So again, let me know if you guys are interested in it, because it's really nice, and it's pretty, especially Elvis's is really clean. Once we put Littlefoot's through the wash cycle a time or two, it'll be pure white, which is gonna be really nice. It's hard to find all white llamas, by the way. Actually, all brown llamas too. Most of the llamas come in 2 colors or multiple colors. That way, this way the yarn can look the same. So if you want to learn with us when it comes to the llamas, alpacas, the whole shearing, the whole fleece business, hit that subscribe button down below, ring the notification bell to get notified when we put up new videos, hit the like button because it really helps with the YouTube algorithm, and drop a comment if you like, alright? Till next time, see ya.